You are welcome to Earth Sciences. We are still under the protozoa parasite. So we are going to be treating specifically the parasite known as the Giardia lamblia. The Giardia lamblia is an intestinal flagellate. A flagellate, an organism that moves by flagella and exists in the intestine. So we are going to be listing the classification of Giardia lamblia. So the first classification is the Mastigophora. But you learned earlier that this Mastigophora is under the subkingdom of Sarcomastigophora. That is the subkingdom is Sarcomastigophora. So under the Sarcomastigophora we can find the Mastigophora, which are organisms of the protozoa that make use of the flagellates for movement. Then the other is known as Diplomonadida. The reason why it's called this Diplomonadida is because of its form and shape, known as the avocado shape. It has an avocado shape which is split into two halves. This avocado shape is split into two halves. So that is why it's called the Diplomonadida. Then coming to the species we are about studying, which is the Giardia lamblia. This is the species name of Giardia lamblia. So let's go to the features of Giardia lamblia. We're going to be explaining specifically on the structural features of Giardia lamblia. The first feature we have here is the lemma. It is bilaterally symmetrical. So that is, it can be cut into two halves, and which gives its name the Diplomonadida. Then the second feature we have here is that it has 8 flagella. It has 8 flagella. Doesn't mean that the 8 flagella is for movement, but the only one that is specifically used is the third pair of flagellae, which is used for attachments to the its host. The first pair of flagella is free, it moves freely, it's not used for anything. The second pair runs down, then the third pair is used for attachments. Then the third feature we are going to discuss is the adhesive disc or sock-like structure it has at the basal body. Then let's move to the sided nucleus. The nucleus it has in the sided nucleus. These nucleus are embodied in this basal body known as adhesive disc or sucker, which is used to suck blood in the intestine and also to attach to this intestinal host. Then the infection of this Giardia lamblia is known as the Giardiasis. So we're going to discuss on the life cycle of Giardia species. What you should understand or how to make it simpler for you is that just know that the life cycle of Giardia lamblia and the life cycle of Entamerella exotica, they are quite similar. They are very, very similar. So you can differentiate it within based on its form or the places in which it exists and the places it multiplies. That is just the difference between the life cycle of Entamerella exotica and the life cycle of Giardia lamblia. So let's look at the life cycle of Giardia lamblia. Okay, here the life cycle of Giardia lamblia, we are going to be starting with the external environment. So, like I said earlier, it's same with Entamerella exotica. So it exists as an infective cyst on vegetables and on food and other materials that can transfer those disease states. So it's being transferred to the human host through fecal oral route, which is through the mouth, that is through the mouth by eating. Then when it gets to the human host, it forms a cyst at the upper small intestine, and at this stage it generates the flagella at the duodenum and the jejunum. Then it encysts. Remember that, yeah, when the cyst is being digested, it encysts as it forms. It encysts here as it forms flagella and flagellates and other things. As it forms flagellates, it exists at this stage and multiply. And when it multiplies, remember that I told you earlier that when we did the protozoa characteristics, I said that during existence as the protozoa device, it exists. So during multiplication or division of parasites, they exist. So as they form flagellates and multiply during the existence stage, when they form flagellates and multiply, they exist as they multiply. That is, they exist as they multiply and being passed out as feces. That is just the simple life cycle of Giardia lamblia. Then coming to the pathology, is similar to the enteroviral exotica, no much difference. Abdominal pain, severe diarrhea, lethargy. Lethargy is just the feeling of sleepiness, and also weakness or unresponsiveness, which can also lead to tiredness. Yes, let's just call it tiredness. Then it can also cause malabsorption. Then, coming to the diagnosis, treatment, and epidemiology of this Giardia lamblia is just the same with that enteroviral. Just move back to our former video and watch on the diagnosis, treatment, and epidemiology. They are same thing.